So Fancy, how are you doing? How is everything?
I'm doing really good. I'm excited to be in LA for the weekend.
Is this your first time in LA?
No, this will be my third time.
Really? What do
Yeah.
you think about LA?
So far, I don't know what's going on with the weather, but it's a little rainy. I got in at 2 o'clock in the morning, so it's a chill vibe, but it's always the traffic for me.
Okay.
I just
And where are you originally from?
from Maryland.
Oh, like born and raised?
So my mom was in the military, so we traveled a lot. So when she retired, she like stationed herself in Southern Maryland, and then throughout the years, I moved up to Baltimore, and that's where I'm currently at now.
That's exciting.
Yes, starting fresh.
Oh, wow. So Fancy, tell me a little bit about yourself and your background. Like, are you single? Are you in a relationship? Tell us all the tea. We want to know about you.
I mean, are y'all ready for the tea?
Are we ready?
Because the tea is hot. So I recently lived in Pennsylvania, and I decided to take a little leap for myself to try to get back to just me. So I just moved back to Baltimore this week with my bird and my dog and my little high-rise luxury condo. It's something cute. It's real cute. So I'm really big on like focusing on me this year, and that's what I did. So I am single.
How long have you been single?
Let me see. 4 days.
What?
I'm fresh on the market, and it is hot, fellas.
Wow. Fresh off the market. 4 days. Fellas, did you hear that? 4 days single. She's available. Okay. She is available. Do you like guys to slide in your DMs?
I like men to slide in my DMs when they know how to act when they're in my DMs. Like, my thing is, you see what you're getting on Instagram. It's the real thing in real life. So I need you to match that. Like, Earl, you got 3 profile pictures and you have and you have 5 followers, and you're talking about what you're gonna do. No, it's just too much. It just be too much.
Okay. So this relationship that you were in, was it long term? Was it short term? Like, what kind of, was it serious? Were you all about to get married? Or
Yeah, so it was serious. We were together 5 years. We were gonna get married. It was a long time.
5 years?
Yes, baby, 5 years.
And you just broke up?
Yes, I just had to really just be honest with myself and with him, and just be like, I had addressed some issues that I wasn't happy with. Nothing really changed. And then I just decided to just, if this is how it's going to be, then I'm just going to be it by myself. And then with my career and everything that I have going on, I felt like this was the time to do it. And I really felt like this was my year to shine. So I just went with my gut and went with it. He's being supportive. Obviously his feelings are hurt, but he's definitely going through the motions. But I think it'll be. We're still friends. It wasn't like a nasty, breakup. It was very.
When you say that you're about your career, because I feel you, I'm a career girl too. Is he a career guy? Is he more supportive of you and what you're doing?
Yeah. So he is definitely himself. He's like a workaholic, like to the T. And then I guess I am too, but since I'm an influencer and also like a model, content creator, I feel like there's so many things that we are now. My life is very on the go. So I'm already I'm in LA this week, I'm in Florida next week, I'm going to be in Dallas the next week. So I'm always just going. And I think he was so used to me in the beginning when we first met. My life has changed drastically. So he was used to home cooked meals, come home, the house is clean, still was getting that. But then I got to be like, all right, the pot roast is in the crock pot, I got to go. So it added some tension. So I was just honestly, if I'm going to be honest, I was just tired of just answering to someone. I just want to be able to get up and go, live my life, get my bag, and keep it moving.
Wow. So you decided to break up with him. Like, you were.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
that's
the initiator.
Wow. So
And this is my first time. I've always been broken up with. So me at my big age, I broke up for my first time.
So do you feel like when women such as yourself, you develop a career that's so demanding, that takes a lot of your time, that it might deter you from being in a relationship because of the time constraints?
I do feel that. So my thought process is, whenever I do get back into the dating world, that I'm just going to be 100% honest, because I feel like when people meet me, they're like, oh, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm a model. Like, I feel like they don't really take it serious. They're like, oh, you're a model, probably just on IG, you know, doing whatever. But I'm very upfront. Like, when I met my man now, I was like, you need to make 100K.
I feel you. I feel you.
So, and that's what, and I had my demands, and most of them were met. And then I feel like throughout the years, they just started, you know, they weren't being met to my expectations. And I was like, I am who I am. It's time to go. So the next person has to be okay with all of my platforms.
Were you always dating men, 6-figure men? Because, you know, I'm big on 6-figure men. You have to be.
I know.
You have to be 6-figure to date me. First of all, I'm a city girl. It's expensive in LA and New York. And like, I, you know, like I have a certain lifestyle. I just can't lower my lifestyle because you don't make enough money. That's unacceptable.
My name is not fancy for nothing. The lifestyle comes with the name. So when I say I'm single, y'all better be ready for the lifestyle that it's about to bring.
She's single for 6-figure men, okay?
I mean, and if you want to be honest, we can even up the price because I know a couple millionaires.
Right? Right? And as an influencer, I'm sure they're in your DMs too. Like,
yes.
You know, I'm sure you
the soccer players, football players, like verified. Don't play with your girl.
So since you've been in a relationship, were you like just dodging them?
I was just dodging them. So I was being cordial because I'm very big on like, you never know what opportunities is going to come to you. So, you know, when they came, I was just very cute, like, oh, thank you. You know, have a nice day. I was never just like left them on red because you just, honestly, that's how I've gotten to my career. You just never know who's watching you, who's looking. So I'm always polite, you know, funny. I'm always me. So I wasn't dodging them, but I wasn't crossing the line of, you know, being disrespectful.
Okay. So in your new season of singleness, what kind of qualities are you looking for in your next relationship?
So I'm definitely looking for someone that like sees me, hears me, respects me as a person, and is okay with my lifestyle. I also like tall, dark, and handsome. You know, if you drive a Benz, you know, it's a plus. But like someone that just generally just likes me for me, like I could be having a bad day, a great day, and they're just supportive. It's no judgment. Just really, I like funny men, guys that just go with the flow. I feel like it's a lot, but it's not. If you're that person, then it's not a lot. So that's what I'm.
Do you feel like you've developed a lifestyle in the last couple years as your career grows that you just you need that upkeep from that man? Or do you feel like, you know, you don't really need him that much? Like, how much are you leaning on someone?
So I feel like just from my past, I obviously am not the person that I am today. In my mind and, you know, mentally, financially, I'm always going to have me. So if another person comes along and they are financially successful, which most time they will be, I feel like it's just a nice balance. But I don't ever want to be in a situation where I have to leave. I don't have me. I'm looking for them to support me. So I always want to support myself, but them also the same thing. So like the 50-50 thing, I'm kind of like, I like to be taken care of, but I'm also cooking, cleaning, your clothes is washed and folded. Like if I'm doing what I need to do, why do I need to contribute?
Preach.
Like I was telling my friends earlier, like you can get a surf and turf every now and then, but not all the time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you say like, why should I contribute? I feel like as women, we are contributing.
So much more than what they even notice or appreciate. And I feel like I'm a good catch. So now I'm just like, please go out and see what's on the market. Because what I've heard, it's a little wild out there. They're not cooking and cleaning. Girls don't know how to cook. They don't know how to iron. They don't know how to sew. So I was like, have fun with that. That's all, best of wishes to you.
Right. I feel like people forget the value of like things that you need from day to day. Like you can't, you know what I mean? Like sometimes like if you're going to go to work and make all the money, whatever, and you're going to come home to still have to do things. And men and women both do that. Like they'll go to work and then come home, cook, clean, take care of the kids. It's like one person's doing everything. What is the other person doing? It's
and that was me. I was just like physically exhausted, just always just cooking, cleaning. And I was like, every now and then it'd be nice if we went out to dinner or if you bought food home, but it was just never that because of the career that he was in. It was like 6 days a week, 12-hour shifts, 1 day off of work, never wanted to travel. Well, I don't know if you see my page, like I'm always somewhere and I'm always with my friends. So I was like, I wanted to share that experience like with my man. And it was like a year of like things not really like adding up, and I was like, you know what? I think this is my way to just be like, it's time for me to move on.
So tell me about like a time in your life, maybe before this relationship, during, that you like went on like a date and it was just a really bad experience.
So I went on a date with a man that was in my DMs years ago, and he was fine on Instagram, but in person, he did not have any of his front teeth because he was going to go into the NFL, but got in an accident before, and I had to watch that man. I don't even know the correct terminology, the way he was eating his food. Yeah, because...
No.
Yes.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
He really did that?
And then you want to know what he said to me?
What?
He said, I need someone who's going to accept me for me.
Then why didn't you put a picture with your front teeth missing then, if he wants to be accepted for who
that
he is?
part? And this was before who I was. So in my mind, I was like, well, maybe I need to lower my standards. Ladies, do not lower your standards. Ever.
It's not happening.